All right, welcome back as we get into it here. Winter storms going on right now through this morning. In fact, we're also seeing a bit of a change. We lost some of that winter storm warning that was in play for most of the areas by Minnesota. It's still going on to areas down to the south as you get down to areas by Rochester. But for now, I'll show you that in a bit. But holding on to this, travel due to snowfall that will be blowing. Of course, that's the main hazard right now. Low visibilities on the roadways, as Seth has mentioned already. Slick spots on the roadways, as you saw JDS and both Seth mentioned that as well. And then, of course, gusty winds. That'll be for all areas, especially once we get into the late morning hours into the afternoon when those roadways start to get a little bit on the warmer side. Holding on today, though, we've got the winter storm warning that's in play. Now, that mostly is up to the north there. You can see the northeast out of the area there right now, and then eventually you're going to be seeing down to the south. The blizzard warning, that now has been kind of moving out of the way. It's mostly down to the south there as you get into Mankato, and eventually more widespread is the advisory that kicks in. That's probably going to go till about 9 o'clock, but for now, actually till noon for the day. You can see it's more widespread across the region. Holding on to the possibility of this, though, and snow is on the way for La Crosse, believe it or not. It's coming out of Winona, which is actually kind of ramped up its snowfall right now. Eventually, it's quiet. Most of the snow now is backed away from Eau Claire. You're even seeing clouds start to break apart there, getting into mostly cloudy skies possible for this morning. Now, you get to Winona, you're seeing down. It's more of still like a blizzard type situation where you're holding on to some breezy and gusty winds. You've got the cloudiness out there, 17 degrees. It feels like -1 degree now on your skin, and 3 miles of visibility there, about 7 miles earlier, remember? Holding on to that, you can see more of that snowfall is coming in out of the north. We're also going to be seeing, as I get a little bit closer to you, Rochester, to Winona, and La Crosse, where we dig in just a little bit more. So you're looking at Winona right there. That's where that I just showed you there. And they're looking pretty good with the snowfall. Trumpereau, not so much, but once you get down to areas by La Crosse, this keeps moving. The last time I showed you this had La Crosse in the crosshairs of all that snowfall. Holmen was in that as well. As of course, you can see what's going on there as well. And you can see that slipping out, going to areas down to the west, eventually into the east. In fact, you'll see that as we go through it. Right now, Alaska should be in this as well, but they're holding on to a little bit, maybe some lighter snow that you can't see right now, but that will pick up. We'll hold on to Black River Falls. They're 16 degrees right now. Feels like 2 degrees out there, 10 miles of visibility. Roadways are doing quite well out there right now. As we get into it, I've got all the alerts that are underneath all the snowfall and cloud cover right now. But to take a look at what's happening, the main bulk of that snow is already tracked out to the lakes. Not much happening here. As you can see, a little bit of a break right now for pretty much that. But you're seeing snow start to work in its way down into Northern California. And eventually you're going to see more of that drier air kicking in from Vegas all the way into Los Angeles as well. That kicks in all the way to St. Louis and then back out to areas just east of Chicago going towards Toronto. Now that is drying everything out, believe it or not. That's why we've got the snowfall, believe it or not, with all that warmth air that is out there. You're seeing conditions like this today, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies right now, getting into it as we finish out. As we go up down to the south, you'll see Prairie du Chien, partly cloudy skies, holding on to at least 18 degrees out there. And then eventually as we get into the afternoon, you're going to see better conditions as well working into the region. La Crosse will be cloudier skies with snowfall on the way as we get back into it. A little less up there by Osseo there, but still holding on to the snowfall despite having only partly cloudy skies. We'll get into Eau Claire. You're looking at least possibly breezy and gusty winds, a little bit on the drier side. Similar conditions all the way up to the north as you get into Ladysmith as well. We'll get into the highs for Monday. We're looking at least 14 to 18 degrees in the forecast, 16 for La Crosse, and about 14 or so as you get into Eau Claire. Then we'll take it into how this all looks as we go into the next few days, my friends, as we carry over to how this all shapes up. We'll look right in here, holding on to how this all shapes up. Alert day for this morning, you can see with cloudier skies, a 100% chance of snowfall. Then more snow coming in for tomorrow, 60% chance, turning into a 30% chance to finish out 2025 for Christmas Eve. We'll also see as we go, I should say New Year's Eve. And then as we get into Thursday and Friday, sunnier skies will prevail, a little bit on the colder side, then warming it back up to 20 degrees or so. Then eventually we'll get to warmer conditions or milder conditions as we finish out going into your weekend. Be safe and have a lovely day.